conversation with you guys. As we talk about the Smokin Silverbacks, it's about community. And we're only as good as the people that we have that's in this community. So they have some information here that they want to share with y'all. If you guys got any questions, anything you need answered, they're the ones right here. They're the heads of the cigar industry. And they fight and behind the scenes, and they can share that with you. They fight for our rights. Indoor, outdoor, smoking, all those different things. These guys can answer your questions that you may have. Right? So this is Josh here. This is Lisa.
Yeah. Thank you all so much. Thank you for hosting us. This is incredibly hospitable. We have a wonderful time, great sense of community here. As somebody from Western Pennsylvania, I haven't spent a ton of time in Eastern Pennsylvania, but every time that I come, I really enjoy it. And the PCA, we wanted to come here to welcome a new member to the Silverback Cigar Lounge. We reached out and support the humidor, support these guys. This is quintessential small business, Main Street America. And we're going to do everything that we can in our power to fight for defend places like this so they can continue to do business. Last year, there was some crazy legislation at the state level where they wanted to ban all indoor smoking. Every cigar lounge, every place. We successfully fought back, and because of the support of members like this and their membership dues supporting our cause. We also, 2 weeks ago, fought successfully against the federal government when they tried to ban flavored cigars. And then for the fourth time, we beat the Food and Drug Administration in our litigation in challenging the deeming regulations over premium cigars. Now, I don't want to get into the weeds with a lot of the political stuff or the legislative stuff, but we're out here to make sure that we can protect what you all enjoy. I stopped calling cigars a hobby. Cigars are a passion,
lifestyle.
And
Lifestyle.
I'm really blessed to be able to represent that in DC and across the country, going and meeting folks like you here. We have exhibitors of our show that also support the PCA. We have our media. We have cigar groups here that are focusing on celebrating in different cities. In Philly, the Philly Cigar Week, I think it's incredible. So if you have questions about the association or the direction, I stand ready and able to take feedback, take criticism. We want to improve. We're not perfect. And that's why we want to come around the country. This is kind of our first stop in the meet and greet sense. Lisa runs all of our membership and sponsorship. We hope you join. We have a new alliance membership that we're rolling out, and that will be for connected businesses. If you are an accountant that supports a cigar lounge, if you're a lawyer, or if you are a spirits company, or if you're a restaurant owner that allows cigars to smoke on your patio, we want you to be connected and get the information so that we can better represent and defend you. So thank you all again for your time, and continue to enjoy cigars and supporting great places like this.
You have a question?
Yes, Joshua, thank you so much. That was a great summary. As in our conversation in a public forum, I'm interested in the impact of the women in cigars. So I am a lady of belief.
Talk, sister.
I would say, hello.
What's up, baby?
That we have an impact, a financial impact in the industry, not just minority, but the women of belief. Where's your strategy on impacting that data and being able to measure our contribution to the culture?
Absolutely. So 2 years ago, we started for the first time the Women of PCA, which is a networking group to bring like-minded people to be involved with the cigar industry and tell those stories. So the Women of PCA, I think it was their second event, was in Washington, D.C., where they met with legislators, they went to the Capitol, they told their story. They're front and center. And as we mentioned in our private conversation, the largest growing segment for small business ownership is women and minority-owned businesses.
Yes.
So it is a key priority of the association. priority of my leadership and our board of directors to promote that. We also talk about how the Food and Drug Administration thinks that the minority community can't choose what cigars they want. The flavored cigar bill or flavored cigar ban, if you read what they said, they were banning it because it was the preferred product for the minority community.
That's exactly
and
what they
adults
said. That's right.
couldn't make the decisions for
That's
themselves.
right. That's
That's
right.
insulting. That's wrong. That's
Fucking
why
insulting.
PCA
Right.
is out there fighting to raise voices. And I hope our voices are louder together all the time.
Talk, sir.
Quick question.
It's all right now.
Thank you for coming. I'm an exhibitor, so I will be in New Orleans for the event, and I was there last year in May. How can exhibitors like ourselves get more involved to help with your trial?
Absolutely. So we do quarterly events in Washington, D.C. We'd love to host you. Our townhouse is a cigar lounge right near the Capitol. There's a lot of members of Congress that smoke cigars in their offices. So communicating with legislators directly, telling your story. I know that you mentioned Panama and Peru. That's very interesting to us because typically when we think of cigars being produced, we think of the big three: Honduras, Nicaragua, and the Dominican Republic. You have a unique angle to have a dialogue with people that might have vested interest in those communities and those areas. So I think we can connect you with the right folks to tell your story. It's not all about treasure. A lot of associations will come out and say, hey, donate, give us money, we'll do it for you. That's not this association. We value your time and your talent just as much as the treasure. So you have that commitment from us that we will find ways and avenues to highlight your brand, highlight your business, and make sure that we're providing different angles and different vehicles for that. I think it bears merit. The success of the women at PCA, we should look at it a little more holistically and look at the minority community and tell those stories so that we're not on the defensive when we're dealing with the FDA. We're telling the positive message of what it's doing for small business impact, for jobs, and for the lifestyle.
Exactly.
And we also, we've added a new program, the Alliance membership, like Josh mentioned on the business side, but there's also a consumer Alliance membership where you'll get informed and up to date with legislative matters. And then also, you'll be a part of the Women of PCA as an Alliance member too on the consumer side. You get our magazine that we print 4 times a year. The Alliance members will get a subscription to that with their membership. So you'll get a copy of our magazine with a lot of industry information just as well. Also, what would be great for you all is we have an annual fall fundraiser. So make sure you follow us on our social media with dates and information. We'd love for you all to come visit DC and participate in our annual fall fundraiser. With your tickets, you'll get cigars, a drink ticket, and community, and you'll get to meet some people in the industry, manufacturers that come, and commissioning staff. So it's a great way to network and continue to share your story and what you're doing with this lifestyle. It is a lifestyle and community.
Lifestyle.
It is. Yeah.
Lifestyle.
I mean, maybe we're not. But just another side question. So what we find is a lot of people doing their house blends. We find that a lot in private lounges, you see people developing their house blends. Where are you on the house blend? The house blend for the lounge that decides they want to brand their own cigar. Where do you stand on that?
So we wholeheartedly support that. In one of our second court case where we beat the FDA, that would not have been allowed. That was something that they were trying to prohibit through regulation. So we successfully defended that ability. We were talking about house blends earlier, and there's a lot of the creators that we've been involved with launchpad partnerships. So we piloted something with Toscano last year where there was a secondary band with the PCA logo. And we Italy with the United States market, and it has the PCA for the revenue share. So basically, if people were buying cigars, they were supporting the PCA. Again, we're not with our handout asking for something for free. We're going to be doing new partnerships in 2026 with La Aurora, Casada, and a few other major brands. We're very excited about that. We also were in Nicaragua. I was in Nicaragua 2 weeks ago, and we did 25 custom PCA humidors, and we will be releasing and announcing what cigars will be in the humidors. These will be auction items, very one of a kind, rare. The humidors will definitely go at auction events for $7,000. So we're partnering with different companies within the cigar industry to help them sell more of their product, but also doing that with the PCA and actually leveraging our network. Coming here today, I can tell you I'm going to go to our content marketing editor, make sure that we feature this line on our magazine. That's my commitment. We want others to know that around the country, if you're flying to Philly or taking the train and you're here for a couple hours, this is where you should go.
Hold on, I need to record that.
If you guys go on
No,
the,
Joshua, say that again. For the record, for the record, for the record. Say that again.
Hey, look, he was saying again.
We're going to feature Smokin Silverbacks Cigar Lounge in the next issue of our magazine.
also, if you're not aware, we have a site called cigaraction.org. So you get a lot of like legislative information, and there's petitions you can sign for your state and be aware of what's going on and sign those petitions to help us with our fight.
And that's an entirely free resource for consumers, retailers, and manufacturers. You sign up for that, there's no cost. The association invests over $100,000 every year in that infrastructure to be able to do that. And that's like when we mentioned the Pennsylvania indoor smoking ban that they were trying to do. We mobilized consumers, retailers against that through that site. So if something pops up in Pennsylvania and your address based, we'll connect you with your elected officials so you can voice your concerns or voice your support. One of the other things that we changed, and I've been with the association for 6 years now, I don't want to be reactionary defensive all the time. We want to keep taxes low, the burden low, so we're doing some positive things. You know, my friend over there from Smoke World, we were in Delaware trying to fight to reduce the tax burden there. Fortunately, in Pennsylvania, no OTP tax. I know Philadelphia has some new taxes, but we want to make sure that we're proactive, we're trying to support the businesses, the sustainability. You know, that goes into licensing. There are parts of the country where you're not allowed to sell or even give water at a cigar shop or a cigar lounge. That needs to change.
I visited Boston last year to do this at membership outreach, and I went to one shop and I was like, "Can I get a Coke?" They're like, "We're not allowed to sell bubble gum." What? Sell cigars. In certain counties of Massachusetts, I couldn't buy gum or a bag of chips because they didn't allow it. So lots of things that need to change.
Question: what are you doing to support and encourage relationships with the growing number of cigar clubs? One I belong to national is Good Times Gang, GTG, and all right, and cigar clubs like GTG, Sticks and Stilettos. They're growing numbers. So what are you doing to encourage relationships with them?
Absolutely. So the Alliance membership is the quintessential thing for cigar clubs like that. To be connected and represented with the Premium Cigar Association. You know, we have several of our board members that host cigar club events, promote the events. So I've been hearing from a lot of folks that that's a growing segment. We talked about the festivals, but also the cigar clubs. So that Alliance membership, and again, we're getting this off the ground. We launched it, I think it was in November of last year. So we want to create the things that provide the most value for all of you. So networking is a component. Accessibility. With our trade show, we have over 250 exhibitors. This year's show will be sold out. So, that's the epicenter of the premium cigar market. I said on a podcast earlier this week that the Super Bowl, and the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, so if Jalen Hurts hopefully smokes a cigar tomorrow. I guess it's Tuesday, so I gotta be careful what I say, but I hope Jalen Hurts smokes a cigar tomorrow. The Super Bowl for the cigar industry is happening in New Orleans in April. So that's our Super Bowl. We want to take that network that we built between retailer and manufacturer and share that with all of you in the cigar clubs.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
I have one question. What are the benefits of going to a PCA event in New Orleans or wherever you guys have it as a business owner and all of my partners that we have? What are the benefits of us traveling and going to those sort of events?
So it's inherently a relationship business. You will be able to get accounts directly. The deals, the sales, getting the sales reps, and maybe even some of the principals who come and do events. Most of the value of the trade show experience, well, of course, the business to business, the sales is happening during the day, but we made it a priority for the evening social events from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. every night. We will have 2 large venues, 500 people, where you can network and have those conversations. So all the big personalities in the cigar industry are coming up with collaboration. We're working more with the spirits industry, getting some of those folks in there, doing locker barrel picks, doing things to again increase the margins and the success of your business. That's the objective. We're also bringing in speakers on the education side. So one of the panels will be the next generation of the cigar industry. That will talk about, the cigar industry has gone through a lot of evolution. It's not the same industry that it was 40 years ago. We are keeping a mindful approach to tradition, but we're embracing innovation at the same time. So that is part of it. I think one of the keynote addresses will be a celebrity chef, food network, personality that's vested in the cigar industry. I'll let everybody draw conclusions who it is, but it's going to be a lot on social media, marketing, branding, and building your own business profile. So teaching those techniques, how you fine tune things. There's going to be accessories that you can bring to the lounge. Again, kind of tool-proofing the business model. If you look, this is a great lounge. I go to a ton of lounges in the past 4 years, 100 different members every year. And that's something that is a priority of mine to visit locations. You guys are in the top 10% already. Walking in here, your customer service, your atmosphere. But taking that and building and